We started off the year with that beautiful vision board, and on that vision board was you buying a house. And now, in the final months of the year, you wonder, can I still make that dream come true? Well, the honest answer is maybe, maybe not. And we're going to talk about that right now. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brittany Stenney, a realtor proudly serving the DMV area. And look, we all start off the year with those goals and all the things we want to do. And you might be in that final crunch of like, oh my gosh, can I still do it? And again, for some of you, the answer is yes. Yes, you can. And some it might be, maybe not this year, but we can still get you set up for next year. And we're going to get into all that to see which category you fall in. But either way, do me a favor, look me in the eyes when I say this, take a deep breath. No matter this year, next year, or whenever, it's going to be okay. All right? If home ownership is a goal of yours and you're determined to make it happen, it will happen. It's just a matter of the right timing and getting you set up. And because you're here right now, you're already taking the first step on that path to getting set up correctly. Now, if you're looking to move in the next 90s or 90 days, or if you're like, Brittany, you know what, I might not be ready to make it happen by the end of this year, but I do want to talk to you about how I can make it happen, go ahead and hit my contact information below right there. And let's get on a virtual call. Let's map out your journey to finding your new home. And before we get into anything else, you want to make sure you also subscribe and turn on those notifications, because today we're talking about the end of the year wrap up. But on this channel, we're going to be talking about so many different things related to buying or selling a home here in the DMV area. And we're also going to look at tours of properties, actual properties here in the area. So you don't want to miss out. But now let's focus on you. Let's talk about, is home ownership the right move for you at the end of the year? And if so, how can we make that happen? Let me start off. I know we took that deep breath already, but guys, remember, this is a safe space. Here on this channel, do not judge yourself if maybe you didn't hit your goals quite yet. One, there's still time to make it within this year. And two, like I mentioned, if it's not this year, if you're focused and you're ready to make it happen, it will happen. But let's talk about how to get you ready for possibly now or even in the very near future. So the first one is create your home wish list. Like, that's the most exciting part, Raul. And that's actually where you can go crazy on your vision board. So if this wasn't on your vision board last year, go ahead and make it for next year. But think about what it is you want in your new home. I will say I need y'all to be slightly realistic. Write everything you want, and then also you want to think about what are your must-haves, because most homeowners, whether their first home or their 10th home, you're not going to check all the things that you're looking for in your property, but you probably could find a good amount. So you want to think about, what are your deal breakers? Does it have to have a 2-car garage? Is it a deal breaker if you can't have a dog in the condo? Or is it a deal breaker if the fence is not already built, or if it doesn't have a pool, if it only has 3 bedrooms as opposed to 2 bedrooms or 5 bedrooms, or the amount of square footage? And now some of those things, honestly, you can think it out and flush it out, but you might not actually know until you're in the property, and that's okay. I kind of think of it as like trying on wedding dresses. Because often when we go in, if you ever watch any of those wedding shows, like Say Yes to the Dress, so many people go in thinking, oh, I want this dress and this style and this and this. And then after they try it on and they find a fit, they feel like, oh, actually, I want a totally different style. And often that can happen with home buying. Like, you identify a good amount of things, but you find out, oh, maybe you're a little bit more flexible in the area than you initially thought. Or maybe you don't need 5 bedrooms. Maybe you're okay with 4 and an office. So those are things you want to think about and kind of position your mind in terms of what it is you're looking for, also within your budget, right? Now, speaking of budget, the next step that you want to do is partner with a real estate agent. Shameless plug, I am a real estate agent. So if you're looking one specifically in the DMV, I'm happy to help. And even if you're seeing this and you're out of state, by the way, I have great partners everywhere in the world, referral partners where I can connect you with. So go ahead and just hit me up and we can get you connected to the right person. But the reason why it's important to, even if you choose to work with a different real estate agent, I still got love for you. But the point is, you want to get connected with someone who can talk you through the home buying process. And that's very important, because you have the vision, you have the ideas of where you want to go, you see it, but you don't know how to get to it. So your real estate agent will help you talk through all of that. That means sometimes having those honest conversations about, okay, if this is the price we do want to be, we might not be able to get X, Y, and Z, or we actually can get X, Y, and Z. And then you can also flesh out the neighborhoods that fit your lifestyle, again, what's realistic within your budget, and you're talking with someone who is going to learn how to negotiate on your behalf. So you want to have a good connection with that real estate agent and a good understanding of their style and your style. So your real estate agent is really going to help make sure you meet your goals, whether this year or next year or whenever. But that's part of that honest sales conversation, right? Saying, hey, I love that you're looking for X, Y, and Z. Let's go ahead and get you set up so that by next year, this time, I'm handing you the keys to your house, or by March, we're ready to go, or whatever it is. The real estate agent can help talk you through that to make sure you're positioned well so that when the time is right, you're ready to buy. Now, the other reason it's good to connect with a real estate agent is because they can also connect you, if you don't already have one, they can connect you to lenders. And that leads to step 3, which is getting that pre-approval and organizing your finances. I feel like often people think it's too early to speak to a lender if they're not quite ready. And I often say it is never too early to have that conversation with the lender, because the pre-approval is going to tell you exactly how much you can spend and what price point you need to be in. And the other important part, in my opinion, of speaking with the lender early on is they can say, hey, if you just pay off X, Y, and Z, we're ready to go. Or, hey, you're actually closer than you thought you were. Or, hey, set aside this amount of money and you'll be good to go. Because there are more things to set aside for real estate than just a down payment. You want to think about the appraisal and the inspection and other little hidden costs that might pop up during the home buying process. Now, if I just overwhelmed you with that and you're like, Brittany, what is an appraisal? What is the inspection? How much do those cost? You see my contact information right there. Let's connect on a virtual call and we can just flush all that out. Even if you choose to work with another real estate agent, we can still have that conversation on what does it look like to buy a home, okay? But let's get back to getting you ready for now. Remember, you're gonna map out what your home looks like. You're gonna connect with a real estate agent. Then you're gonna connect with a lender to talk about your finances and get your finances into order, or to let you know if you are already closer than you think and you can get what's called that pre-approval. And that pre-approval really is like your green light, right? To go ahead and purchase your new home. Now, all that leads to that fourth and final step, and that is building your timeline. So your team that I just outlined, which is your real estate agent and your lender, they're going to work with you because you're 100% part of that team to make sure that your timeline is outlined and you have a good understanding of when you should be working to purchase your home. Again, it might be sooner than you think, it might be a little further off. No matter the timeline, don't be discouraged because if you're determined to get it done, it will get done. And with the right people in your corner, they'll help you get to that goal even faster. So depending on when exactly you're seeing this, but if your goal is to be in your home by December 31st, you kind of want to work that timeline backwards, right? Like, when do I start? When do I need to go under contract? Now, going under contract, usually the average closing can take anywhere from 30 to 45 days. It can honestly take as short as 2 weeks. It really depends on how you're purchasing the home. It could take less than that, but on average, we're usually seeing 30 to 45 days for closing time. And that's from when you made the offer, from when the offer is accepted to when you actually you're signing your life away and getting the new keys in your hand. So you might actually have enough time this year. And again, if you don't, I feel like I've said that 10 times, but I can't drive that home enough because I feel like we often beat ourselves up for not hitting our goals this year. But it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, y'all. So we're gonna make it happen. And these 4 steps, just to kind of get your mind right, are really gonna help position you for whenever it's time for you to buy a home. And if you are looking to do this within the year, following these 4 steps, especially getting set up with consultation with a real estate agent, ding, shameless plug for me, or whoever works well for you guys, whoever it is for your real estate agent, you want to make sure you talk with them sooner than later, so that way you can get started on this journey to get your home. Now, if you found this helpful, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. I hope it brought some information to you and helps you feel more equipped on your home buying process. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below in the comment section, or the best way to ask those questions is let's hop on a virtual call. I can see your beautiful or handsome face. We can talk about your questions in real time and go through the home buying process from start to finish, so you see exactly what it looks like. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one.